Most people know about Moses parting the Red Sea, David defeating Goliath, Daniel in the lion's den, but almost no one talks about this miracle. A moment where God didn't just break the laws of nature, He reversed them. A moment so small yet so supernatural that it reveals something profound about the heart of God. This is the story of the day iron floated, and the prophet who made it happen, Elisha. The story takes place in 2 Kings chapter 6. The people of Israel were growing, and the sons of the prophets, basically a group of young ministers, needed a larger place to live and learn. So they decided to build. They gathered tools, cut wood, and started working near the Jordan River. You can picture it, the sound of axes hitting wood, the water flowing gently nearby, and a group of men working hard on something important. But then something happened. Something tiny, something you wouldn't expect God to care about. As one of the men was chopping, the iron axe head flew off the handle and sank straight into the river. Instantly, gone. Today, losing a tool is inconvenient. But in Bible times, iron was rare, expensive, and difficult to replace. And the worst part? The axe was borrowed. Losing it meant debt, embarrassment, and trouble for a young man just trying to serve God. Panicking, he cried out to Elisha, "My Lord, it was borrowed." This detail matters because it shows something deep. Sometimes the things that weigh us down the most aren't massive tragedies, but the small things that feel impossible to fix. Elisha walked calmly to the riverbank. He didn't scold the man. He didn't lecture him. He didn't tell him to go dive for it. Instead, he asked one simple question. Where did it fall? The man pointed to the spot. Elisha cut a stick, walked over, and threw it into the exact place where the iron sank. Simple, unexpected, almost strange. But what happened next was nothing short of supernatural. The iron began to float. Imagine watching that, a heavy axe head, a piece of metal that should never rise, slowly lifting itself through the water until it breaks the surface and sits there, waiting to be picked up. No thunder, no earthquake, no fire, just a quiet miracle. A moment where God bends the impossible to help one man with one small problem. And that's the heart of this story. The floating iron shows us that God cares about details. He sees the small things. He steps in even when your problem feels too tiny for Him. Nothing is too insignificant for God. Nothing is too lost for Him to recover. Nothing is too heavy for Him to lift. If He can make iron rise, He can raise you out of anything you feel stuck in. Your finances, your worry, your mistakes, your relationships, your stress. What sinks for you can still rise with Him. The miracle of the floating iron isn't just a Bible story. It's a reminder that God is close, closer than we think, more caring than we realize, more powerful than we imagine. The God who made iron float is the same God who still lifts people today. Because when God brings your miracle to the surface, all you have to do is reach out and take hold of it. If God can make iron float, imagine what He can do in your life. Subscribe now and keep growing your faith with me.